to us.
All right, excellent. Let's get another email. Rose from Missouri. I work in my Catholic parish and am concerned because many people who were raised Catholic are now involved in evangelical denominations. They're going elsewhere. Why are they leaving, and how can we keep them Catholic?
It's an excellent question, Rose. People are leaving the church because they're searching. And this has been my experience in being out there in ministering in churches, Catholic churches, and outside of the Catholic, ministering out in Protestant, Baptist, and non-denominational churches. People are looking for truth. They're not finding the truth preached with conviction and zeal. And so when that happens, or they're finding a watered down truth preached to them. And so therefore they go and look for something that might make them feel good. We as humans, Marcus, run from pain and we run to something that's comfort. And so the Catholic truth, the truth that God has given us, is a double-edged sword. And sometimes that sword, that truth hurts. The truth of the teachings of the church, pro-life teachings, they might hurt some. And so some will leave the church. But it's our job to go out and find those lost sheep and to bring them back. We've got to do it with love. We cannot condemn people for past mistakes, past faults. We have to go and welcome them with open arms and in love. That's the only way we're going to continue to keep people in the church. Now, we have to also realize that it's up to us to continue to learn more about our faith and, again, preach that truth and share that truth with them. But we also have to support our priests. We have to support and uplift our deacons and our religious as well, to encourage them.
Yeah, I think that one of the reasons that Pope John Paul II made such an emphasis on the new evangelization, which is essentially the re-evangelization of Catholics.
Yes.
Or Catholics who are in countries where it was Catholic and then is slowly losing that. And there are a number of places in the world. I think one of the reasons is why this is so urgent is kind of like connected with that story I have about the ashes on the forehead. You know, that I do think Catholics, what can happen over time is that they within themselves start to recognize this conflict between what they're portraying and what they don't know and what they haven't experienced. And they're going through everything. They're going to Mass, they're doing these, but they've not had that. The reality, they don't feel like they've had the reality inside of what they're trying to portray on the outside.
And that could be a big,
yeah.
They haven't had a conversion. Yeah. And that's one of the things that I always try to teach, especially on my parish missions, the first night. The first night of a parish mission, I'll talk about conversion, tell them my conversion story, but encourage, even cradle Catholics, we all have to have that conversion experience, or otherwise we're doing, just like you said, Marcus, we're going through the motions. We're pulling the sacraments off the shelf when we need them, shine them up, make them look pretty, and then throw them back on the shelf.
Yeah. So. Or helping also lifelong Catholics. When we haven't had a conversion, we don't necessarily mean that they haven't had this great enthusiastic, but to realize where they are right now with God, that through the sacraments they have indeed experienced the Holy Spirit. They indeed have a reunion with Jesus Christ. To a certain level, they need to confess their sins and move on, but appreciate where they are with God. Yes. We need to help Catholics know that. Otherwise, if they don't know that and appreciate it, then act accordingly. In other words, live it out. Then they may go look somewhere else where they can have this enthusiastic experience.
Because we are the church. We have to be Christ to others, and we have to therefore meet people along their journey.